Hi, I'm David Reed, Conservation Efficiency Specialist with JEA, a local utility here in Jacksonville, Florida. Just finished up Energy Smart Contractor training with ResNet. I think it's a great thing. You know, all the programs that we run, especially me as a program person for utility, one of the key things is quality assurance, making sure the right people do the right thing at the right time, and that our programs are run well. And one of the things that's required is you get the right people in there. And one of the ways you know if they're right is the certifications that they have, the trainings that they've had, and things like that. That's what the ResNet Energy Smart Contractor training does. It brings that kind of qualification to those folks and the contractors that will be in our program, and makes the programs run better, smoother, and it, in the end, is going to be better for our customers.
As a program manager, conservation program manager in utilities, always looking for training to advance the agenda, how did ResNet Energy Smart certification training simplify program implementation for your agenda?
Well, one of the things it'll do is when we go out there, and especially for pre-qualified contractors, or when we're doing marketing and promotions and we're saying, hey, this is what we think you should do in home performance contracting, this is what we want, this is what home performance contracting is, this is what building science is, that's our message. Well, then who do you say that? Do you just leave it open to everybody in the community? Do you have a group of people that you could say, and these people, these are the ones that know what we're talking about, these are the ones that have been trained, they understand building science, they understand the testing, the diagnostics, and the interactions in the systems. It makes it extremely simple if you can just point to a certification that a company or a contractor has and says, they know what we're talking about, this is what it's all about, and they can help you.
Why would a utility support and sponsor a ResNet Energy Smart Contractor program, certification program, compared to doing it themselves?
Well, one, the utility, as a program person, we could do it ourselves, but the systems are already there. ResNet has been around. They've got all the systems, they've got all the trainings, they've got everything there. It's just very much easier to bring them in and have them provide that education than we do it. And it's national. It's recognized around the nation, and through a number of other venues. They do the Energy Star program, they do the HERS ratings. There's no reason for us to have our own, for our little community, when we can just bring in one that's nationally recognized. And it also gives our contractors, if they end up leaving, if they're working in Jacksonville and say they pick up and move and go to Alabama or go to Oklahoma, they have the ticket and it's recognized in Oklahoma as well.
What future do you see for ResNet Energy Smart contractors in the totality of training and education at the utility? Do you see this as an ongoing process, or that was a fun thing and turn the page?
It's definitely ongoing. It's always ongoing. One thing I learned as a program person, education, education, and education. All the way across the board. I don't care if it's with public officials, I don't care if it's with homeowners, contractors, builders, it doesn't matter. This building science thing, especially with new technologies coming out, new systems, a number of different things, it's always about education, and the more educated, the more training you have, the better it just is.
With the DOE mandate to use those dollars for retrofit as opposed to just education, how do you see Energy Smart Contractor certification advancing that mandate?
Mainly in that home performance contracting world, using the many programs out there like Home Performance with Energy Star, do that full pre-test, upgrade, post-test model, which is home performance contractor from start to finish. So to get the levels of deep retrofits that we want, energy efficiency upgrades that we want, you have to really use that model. That's where everything would end up going to get to that area. And so the Energy Smart Contractor training fits right into that.
As a program administrator, was it simple or difficult? Were there any obstacles to bringing ResNet Energy Smart certified contractor training to your service territory?
No, it was actually one of the easier ones I've ever had to deal with. Schedule and find a place, and that was about it.
Any other thoughts you'd like to share, good, bad, indifferent, regarding Energy Smart certification?
Put me on the spot, huh? I think it could have been 2 days. It's an online course normally. This was a special event here where we wanted to just have some face-to-face and do some review and make sure that people got what they needed pass the exam, and also kind of explain, you know, home performance contracting, have some dialogue with the local folks and things like that, which was a value. But, you know, I know, you know, having a contractor away from their business for 2 days, you know, it's a little tougher, but I think, you know, there's so much information here that 2 days would have been, you know, probably would have been better from an education and a certification standpoint. I just don't know if it's something that will have value to the contractors. You know, one of the things as a program person I know is whatever program, whatever incentive, whatever I'm trying to do from a utility program perspective, it has to have value to the contractors and our customers both. The contractors have to understand it, has to have value and want to play in the program and play in the game. And when you start making things too onerous on them, it starts to cause problems all the way across the board.
So small repetitive doses to
That would
advance
probably be a
engineering.
lot better, yeah. Or another step to it, another phase or something like that.
Any other thoughts?
I guess that's about it.
Thank you.